Sweet. Do you want to kick it off? I'll let you lead the charge.
Yeah, sure. As many of you have seen, or can go see right now, the performance report for January is up. This is something, we've been talking about and putting together for a while. These figures are accurate to the date January 16th, as that's when, we performed that internal audit and put this together. Uh, every report following that will be, from that date forward and drawing comparisons to this update. So we're very excited to share some of these results, especially getting into Pan. Pan is something you guys have, asked about a bunch. And so we're happy to share, a lot more details about that. At the time of auditing here, we were up over $2.6 million in gains, with over $750,000 reflected to everyone in the community. And we're early. We're in phase one of development right now. The focus is on building the treasury, not on reflecting, but well, not on manually reflecting with as much consistency as we'd like to have later, is what I would say. So, that's just a drop in the water compared to what we plan to be doing as we move forward and as the treasury scales. So, yeah, I mean, that's like the intro to the performance report. We're up a bunch there. We're up a bunch farming. I will say Pan's largest trade, as you can see, was a gain in excess of $30,000. And the significance of that is that Pan is starting with inputs of just a few hundred at most. So, those are gains over 10,000% gains. And we've had many of those. That is just, the most profitable of which that we're going to disclose. It was on a token called LUFX. Very exciting. Love to see Pan perform, so using those small inputs, that's us flipping pennies to dollars here with Pan. So maybe you want to take over a bit now, Nate, too. Talk about the NFTs, Atlas.
Yeah. As far as Pan goes, that's about it. Crypto's boring. NFTs are fun. So we'll move into the fun stuff. So yeah, as you can see on the report, our largest single gain from a trade was 160K. That was off of a Bored Ape Yacht Club. Hallelujah. Could have had a larger one, but as many of those who are, following us closely, we bought a Bored Ape Yacht Club undervalued and returned it to the owner for marginal profits. Could have been larger, but we are profit maxis. But at the end of the day, we tried to do what we thought was right. No, looking back, maybe not. But beyond that, NFT season, full swing. Atlas is here, capitalizing every single day. If you look at our wallet, we're buying and selling every single day. We're opening new positions and realizing gains every single day, and we'll continue to do so. And just want to speak on NFTs in general and why we are focusing on NFT instead of crypto at the moment. We do have ways to monopolize off crypto, farming included, but for the most part, we're putting a lot of efforts into NFTs right now because why fight the tides? The tides are swaying in NFTs' favor. As we talked about in the last space, I think the clear top of NFTs will show itself when the time comes. But for right now, it's like trying to shorten a bull market. You shouldn't do it. Just keep going in. And some of the things that we're doing in NFTs to display, our trading acumen and how we're playing the market. We bought sheep from Wolfgang for 0.25 Ethereum, so 1/4 of an Ethereum, and we sold them at 1.5 Ethereum each. And just recently, we bought back in at 1 Ethereum, and that is called being long-term bullish and short-term bearish. So somebody can long-term think the price of an asset is going to go up, but in the short term, realize that it could go down. So we bought Wolfgang sheeps at 0.25. We sold them at 1.5, and we bought back at 1 ETH because we are long-term bullish. We are also out here trying to find the trends. So we talked about trends in the last space as well. The trends during the last space was females, female avatars, and now it's anime. So our current trends are females and anime. So what's better than buying female anime? So we've allocated some funds into Killer Girlfriends, Killer Girlfriend Squad, I believe it's called, CGFs. Yeah, Killer Girlfriends. The artists from Killer Girlfriends, if any of you are gamers, designed Ari from League of Legends. So for any gamers, they'll be aware of Ari from League of Legends, kind of a renowned artist. Not the same type of cash grab we're talking about with the 3D space where they're getting Marvel artists and just cash grabbing. I believe it's a genuine project. And we're also deeply invested, not deeply. We've opened a moderate position into Liza Vasuna. The artist is Zumi Draws, another very, very renowned anime artist. And both of those are anime girl NFTs. And aside from that, we're following the smart money. So, like I said, things are tied into each other. If, World of Women, which is the leading female avatar, is mooning, buy the next, female avatar. Rising tide lifts all ships. So punks right now are, on the move. And what can you buy if you can't afford punks that has a similar vibe or is from the same project? The answer to that is in two parts. Meebits. Meebits is another extension of the Larva Labs company, and to a lesser extent, cryptodes. At first it might not be extremely apparent, but cryptodes are kind of like they are Punk's derivative in a way. Punks meet toads. And so they are the other smart buy, but we do not have to buy any at the moment because we have been holding cryptode positions for about a month. And our cryptode buys are extremely solid compared to the floor of each trait. And as of right now, we're holding on. Going over the rest of our NFT positions, everyone's seen that Zuki has gone to the moon. We have no exposure to Azuki, but we have exposure to Clone X, something very similar. Anime meets fashion. So we have exposure to Clone X. That purchase of about 6 Ethereum is up about 2x right now. And beyond that, just wanted to touch one more thing on the NFT market. If you go to cryptodes right now, you'll see that they're kind of like taking off. It's like Bitcoin. Bitcoin takes off. It takes a second for the mid caps to go afterwards. And so cryptodes are having their day right now. But beyond that, what NFT investors might not know or might not be seeing, if you open Chromie Squiggles, an art blocks project, absolutely swept today. I think roughly $1.9 to $2 million in purchases today, if not more. And one of those large purchases was an entire suite from a fresh wallet, likely a new investment fund. And that wallet has $70 million in that wallet. There's $70 million in a wallet, fresh wallet, that just swept the heck out of Chromie Swiggles. And we've seen this before. This was actually the same type of scenario that kicked off the last bull run, where we had Starry Night Capital and some undisclosed investment funds coming through. And what they're doing is, most of the time we're all playing musical chairs with each other. Say there's $100 million in the NFT market and we have no new investors come in. That means that we're all just playing musical chairs with each other. It's the same $100 million and I'm trying to see if I can get more of the poker chips than you can. But now we have new players coming to the table. And so instead of just having $100 million in the pot, we've got 110. And we'll see that play out more over the coming months if this investment fund and other investment funds similar decide to keep pouring in to the market and open positions and things that they think are long-term bullish. Because what they're doing is they're buying NFTs from previous holders and giving them fresh capital that wasn't at the table before. And that brings more money to the market. And we are going to try to, as everybody knows, take the money from the table and walk over to the next one. That's the name of the game. Take it from the NFT table. Once that match is over, we're going to go over to the meme table. And once the meme tables are over, we're going to see what tables play in a fresh game. So that's the name of the game. Right now, I think even though our farmer, Pity Bags, is doing absolutely amazing compared to any other farming protocol at the moment, farming as a service or farming in general is taking a hit at the moment. And that game just concluded. Yes, they will open another table soon. Don't know the date exactly, but when that session goes live, we'll put some more funds over there. But at the moment, everybody's sitting at the NFT table, and we just had some new whales sit down. So excited about NFTs. I think for the short term, short term being the next 4 to 12 weeks. We'll be extracting a lot of value from there. Currently, we do hold some art blocks bags, and we have exposure. We might increase exposure over the next couple of days, depending to see if this fund is interested in sweeping other projects from the collection, which would, inherently start the bull run of art blocks, which I've kind of been waiting for. So yeah, that's the Atlas NFT side. That's instead of the moves we're making. That's some alpha for anybody who's wondering what I'm thinking about the NFT market and how I'm trying to play it through the Atlas fund and through my own wallet. You can check my wallet, Nate_Rivers at OpenSea, or Nate_Rivers_safe. Let's see.
And yeah, and also touching, on Atlas and the NFTs, our business is to make profits. So we're not here necessarily to hold things through reveal always. So right now you'll be seeing with Lives of Azuna, we've already, flipped those for, over an Ethereum profit, and we still have a few before reveal. We also have investments in CyberKongz VX, which we could feel the motion coming for those, and we actually sniped, I think, 11 or something, 10 or 11 VX Kongs at under 2 ETH, and now the floor for that is 3.4 ETH. So those are some massive gains already, and we expect that to keep running. So we haven't closed our positions there. Overall, though, yeah, as Nate said, we're feeling very bullish about the state of the NFT market and our ability to read that and participate, using our tools and experience to snipe and flip things like Asuna or Killer GF. As Nate said, we might buy something, sell it, and then rebuy at a different position. And you can also see we have 2 Atlas wallets now, operating the NFT fund. So those are both linked in our Discord, and one of them is OpenSea.com/ACY Capital. That's the new Atlas, and all of those updates and sales, if you're in our Discord, there's a channel that shows when we sell, and it most of the time shows what our profit is. Sometimes the bot can be a little iffy, just because we built that from the ground up, but that is always being updated. So the Atlas NFT fund, though, has been extremely lucrative. We expect it to continue to be. As Nate said, we're up a lot on a lot of our investments, realizing gains very often, bringing in consistent amounts of Ethereum to fund our future farming. So we also have a market strategy and farming updates medium coming in the next few days, sort of outlining our approach to shifting market conditions and our farming performance through that. Safe to say, though, our farming is doing extremely well. We've shifted our allocations to a new protocol that we expect to yield significantly with time as the protocol gains exposure. And Pennybags, our farmer, is basically like the best farmer I've ever seen. And his ability to read markets and then also enter in on new positions and underexposed protocols that are, right at the cutting edge is unmatched and amazing. And so, yeah, we've taken out new positions and new protocols that we expect to see very high APY in those allocations. Right now, they fluctuate drastically as we're acting as the house, sort of absorbing the gains. So essentially, the more money traders lose, the more money we gain from it, and vice versa, where it is possible to lose money if traders consistently win, which could happen in a prolonged bull market, as in aggregate traders are on average, more long than they are short. But overall, our ability to read the market conditions allows us to, sort of understand where the motion is going and capitalize on that. So we also have short call positions that are expiring soon, over $12,000 in profits from those, earned on selling the call options. And with traders not being able to execute on, their options in the money. We also have cap deposits that are up over 1 ETH in less than 3 days. So, farming is going amazing. We're capitalizing on these market conditions very significantly. And we're very excited about it. And we'll have more details about that, Twitter posts and a Medium post, also outlining just our general, market strategy for right now.
And I don't mean to cut you off. I do want to set the stage for anybody who isn't DeFi or isn't familiar with the farming world. To be yielding profits in farming at the moment is an anomaly. Unless you're staking for 30% APY, annual percent yield, you're not making money in farming right now. So the fact that Penny Bags is profitable is actually astonishing. Not to his own accord, but to the market conditions. Imagine, when Ethereum or Bitcoin recently went from $4,000 down to 2,200. That's kind of what farming's doing right now, where the opportunities to make money is absolutely minute, and we are yielding it. So imagine what happens during the next farming bull. I think Penny Bags, as a farmer, has showed that he is a master farmer.
Yeah, exactly. And expanding on that, it's really easy. I mean, we could push a ton of stable coins into a pool and lock it up for a year and earn 40% APY. And that would, that's a strategy a lot of people are employing, but that's not what we do. That's not flexible, and that's not providing a service that people can't just attain themselves. So, our farming strategy is dynamic, flexible. We're moving in and out of positions. We could be fully in stable coins one week, we could be fully in Ethereum the next week. We're providing a service, that's much higher echelon than just, your simple stablecoin lockup and farm. So as Nate said, in these market conditions, that's how we're able to yield significantly, is by being dynamic. So we're very, very excited about that, and just our farming in general. And we've talked about the concept of a master farmer, somebody to advise the rest of our farmers. And we've searched far and wide, and we've talked to so many farmers, and honestly, there's nobody doing anything more impressive to us or more effective to us than Penny Bags. And so we've decided that, Penny Bags is the best master farmer that we can find. And so he is, we are now, promoting him, for lack of a better word, to the master farmer position. And what that just basically means is, as we take on more farmers, Penny will help inform their decisions as well, educate them, help us, have the most gains possible using, his vast range of experience in the space. We're very impressed with the gains we have been seeing from him on, significant amounts of capital, and that's fully scalable. So, big picture, Penny could take 5 million, he could take 10 million, he could take 100 million and deploy that, across a swath of areas and yield just as significantly as he is right now. So Penny Bags is our master farmer. No one better connected or informed in this space to lead that division. So we're very bullish to have that. We're here to make money in all market conditions. And for everyone losing on a trade, there's someone gaining. And Penny is helping on the farming side of that, especially with the call options and things like that. So that's kind of like the status of our investments and our philosophies. Like I said, there will be Medium coming out to outline that even more. But we actually, we have even more good stuff coming. So we've mentioned it in the Discord, but we have an entire website redesign coming on the front end and on the back end. So before the next Spaces, which is next week, we will have the new website, at least the launch or the landing page launched. It'll be, much, much cleaner, much better. It'll be concise. It'll focus on bringing clarity to ACYC and having all information readily available for new investors, all while looking and feeling amazing to navigate. Further documentation on the full team is also coming, as well as in a Medium article and on the site. And that will describe and outline everyone who is participating in ACYC, which is, between, 25 and 30 people now are behind ACYC. So we're only growing, we're only expanding, we're only bringing in more big brains and capitalizing on more markets by utilizing those people. So lots of good information coming in regards to ACYC. The website will be amazing. We've also, we've expanded our engineering team, taken on a few more full stack developers that are also, working on rebuilding the entire back end of the site and doing a lot of wonderful technical changes as far as sourcing data, because data availability on Ethereum, we always talk about, is so bad. And so we have our own solutions in place with, a bunch of really, really smart engineers who are, rebuilding the back end of our site to promote data availability and accuracy. We've also updated the treasury balance on the site according to our weekly audit of that. So we're very excited about that. You know, we're always trying to improve accuracy, everything. I think right now the treasury is sitting at around $3 million in ETH terms. As I've said before, though, you know, it's down in dollar terms as ETH has obviously gone down, but we're up significantly in Ethereum. We're yielding very heavily from, you know, farming, shorting, NFTs, pan, Dion. It's all going very well. You know, it's not coin season, so you know Dion is not as active right now. The idea right now is to allocate funds to where we best think, you know, we'll be able to get gains. So that's kind of the touch on the website. I don't know if you have anything to add there, Nate. And if not, you know,
No, I
yeah.
think as far as the website goes, it's more of a let's speak more show. So once it's ready, we'll be super excited to show everybody. As you said, we have a lot of smart people working on making it one of the most transparent and you know, not fun to be on websites, but one where you go and doesn't give you a headache to find the information you're looking for.
Yeah, and sort of packaging ACYC into, you know, a very palatable format. You know, the website is the product, the dashboard is the product, and getting that perfect is the goal. So that's what we have coming for the website. That'll be, you know, live in the next week. There might be some spotty issues here or there. Just stick with us. It's all going to be worth it as far as that goes. Next to that, you know, people are asking about, you know, outside investment from investment funds, which we've talked about a little bit. Obviously, we can't share too many details. There are private deals going on. We will, you know, share as those types of things advance, but, you know, conversations like that are going very, very well, safe to say. And there are a lot of, you know, investment funds that are very interested in what ACYC is doing and are, you know, itching to get exposure to the markets that we provide access to. Because what ACYC does and who we are connects us to people in areas of the space that, you know, are totally unique to ACYC. So being able to capitalize on that and provide that access to outside investors is, you know, is totally our goal. And we have those talks, we're, you know, very deep within them. So that's what I can say to that without providing too many details. Speak less now, more later. Next to that, touching, you know, more on treasury growth, we have our Patna NFT collection. It is on the way. Legendaries are done, and we're working on the traits for generation right now. So it'll be an amazing collection. It'll serve to feed the treasury, help pushing us towards the 10 million goal, which we feel very on track to meet. We also have our other NFT collection, which we've touched on a little bit. It's the Alpha Pass, and we'll have a better name for it as we flesh it out. But that'll also be out in Q1. And not only is it an Alpha Pass that provides, you know, tools and data that are unavailable anywhere else from any other pass, be it Origins, MVHQ, nothing can compare to the data that we are going to be able to provide and the tools that we'll be able to provide. But not only is it that, but it will also function as a way to directly invest in the ACYC treasury. And more details about that are going to come later, but suffice it to say that if you want more exposure to ACYC, less to the token, more to the treasury, this is going to be a way to do that. And it's fully scalable. And so if an individual wants to invest 5 Ethereum into the ACYC treasury, this system will allow that to happen. If an investment fund wants to invest 250 Ethereum into the ACYC treasury, this will allow them to do that. And so it's all baked into this Alpha Pass. It's sort of an all-in-one. So we're very, very excited about that. It's scalable, it's consistent, it provides, you know, utility and ways to invest in ACYC throughout time. So that'll be great for the treasury as well. Very excited for that. I think that is the general summation of everything, you know, that's been going on. Nate, what do you have to add here?
Yeah, I mean, on top of that, nothing. The Pats, they're a very fun collection. The goal for that is fun profile pictures for our holders and for people who just love the Patna emoji. The Patna emoji is pretty renowned across many Discord channels. You know, it signals good times, it signals bad times. And what our artist has created is absolutely amazing. I will be minting. I suggest anybody who wants a profile picture to rock it every now and again to mint. Future utility in discussions, but the alpha pass, as much as it's called alpha, is smart information mixed with alpha. So don't expect a pump channel where everybody's calling stuff, though that could create that could spawn within the channel itself. More or less, this will stop you having to scour through the pages. This will stop you having to go through and find everything that's being minted. This will basically feed you the information you need to know on a silver platter, mixed in with access to people who can help decide some of the information. Have you ever questioned whether or not you're early or you're late? This will be the place to add as well, on top of the information that'll be readily available. And are there competitors for the type of alpha pass that they're creating? For sure. Do they compare? Absolutely not. Maybe they have ginormous revamps in the works, but if they don't, then we are far superior at I wouldn't say a fraction of the price, but fairly affordable comparatively. So that's all I have to add. I think that pretty much sums up listen for anybody who is listening to this afterwards, and for those listening as we speak. I hope there was some information that you could use in your practice. Stay safe out there. NFT markets and crypto markets are fairly independent of each other. We're in a wealth retention stage as far as crypto goes. So in crypto, try to save your money. Don't catch the knives unless you're DCAing, and understand that you DCA, and if it goes down more, you DCA. But if you're somebody who, putting in an amount that to all of your funds to be up, then do not do that. Stay safe. Retention mode and farming retention mode and crypto. NFT in a full on bull market. Don't buy the tops, buy something low, make some money, follow smart money. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I'll add to that. It makes something also to know, sometimes you cut a position that's down to go in a position that's going to go up, and that's totally fine. And it also kind of makes it hard. Don't track and try and follow ACYC's wallet moves, because we're always acting on the fly, adjusting to market conditions, what we feel is the best opportunity. And, so sometimes that means cutting a position that, hasn't made much gains for us and entering into other ones. So, we're very excited about the space right now. I think, Nate, what do you think? I think we could take a few questions.
Yeah. If anybody has any questions regarding what we just went over with, free to come up
Yeah,
and ask.
I see Diamond Hands has been raising hand for a while, so I'm going to add you as a speaker. Uh, get some questions from everybody. Sweet, Diamond Hands, you are up. DCong, you have some questions. I'm having some trouble hearing you here. Let's see. For now, I'll bring up Lizard Brain as well. I see you raising your hand as a speaker. Let's get some questions from Lizard Brain. I see he's got a Habibi's profile photo. They're a fun little NFT project we've paid attention to. I helped talk to them about the tokenomics involved in what they're doing. Again, it just speaks to, we're very well connected in this space. We have our hand sort of in the entire market. So be good to get some questions. Looks like he's still connecting. Diamond Hands, if you want to try to ask a question again, we'll see if it goes through.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you great now.
Yeah, so I had a question of you mentioned the VXs before. What is your price trajectory on the VXs?
Yeah, so I think in the short term, I think we're going to be seeing VX break 5 Ethereum, and I think even there they're going to be very undervalued. I say short to medium term, I see them going 5 to 10 ETH. And so our entry at less than 2 Ethereum is a great one. I think what the CyberKongz have coming is a very big deal. I think it's going to lead to somewhat of a supply shock on a collection that's already, as small as 15,000. So that's sort of what I'm targeting.
Yeah, and then to build on that too, it's always do comparisons. So, like if anybody followed my Twitch streams, I mean not Twitch streams, YouTube streams, when we opened the sand position at 75 cents, comparatively, sand I would compare it to Axie's gaming tokens, etc. Sand was at $1, Axie was at 13 bill. So I think sand is half of Axie, so it should go to 5 bill, which is $5, but it went to 8 bill, 8 bill afterwards. So bringing that back into the space, the only VXs out there that I know of on the market are CyberKongz and Meebits. So ever since CyberKongz VX were one Ethereum, my entire investment, basis is one CyberKongz should equal more than one Meebit. So Meebits are 4 Ethereum. So I think at the very least, CyberKongz VXs are gonna bust through 4 Ethereum. And also, Meebits are undervalued in my opinion too. So as Meebits moon, which I believe they will, CyberKongz VXs will moon as well.
Yeah, and we've also we've taken out a position in Banana, the native utility token in the CyberKongz ecosystem. Again, we're very bullish on what they're doing. Obviously, Nate and I are big CyberKongz investors, and those investments have already proved very lucrative for the treasury. We flipped a few babies for several ETH, and we have the rest of our VX ready to go. So I think Lizard Brain,
I'm here now.
you
There
have
we
a
go.
question.
Took a
Yeah,
while to
hey, there we
load.
go.
What's up, guys?
Mhm.
So yeah, Bogert, first of all, I appreciate you getting back to me on the performance report. I've been hounding you on that on Discord. I'm just curious, if you guys have more insight into more traditional metrics. I was thinking, like ROI, IRR, just more traditional fund metrics.
Yeah, so with the first, I mean, this Treasury report really sums up like our first month of investments, and that's firing up, spinning up all of these systems. It's building Pan, building out Dione, getting Atlas rolling. So this first report, the future reports down the line will certainly have more info as we have more to compare it to. With this report sort of acting as the foundation for that. So we're still less than 60 days old. So to give an ROI, and only half of that really has been spent in full operation. So to give an ROI or anything like that at this point wouldn't be accurate. So moving forward, we'll have more and more details with time, as obviously we can look back and compare with accuracy.
That makes sense. Also, second question about the NFT project. I remember this was way back when we were talking about when you guys were talking about it. There was the second Twitter, the ACYC Reflectors Twitter. They were the ones heading up the project now. Or did you guys take that over and now it's a official project?
We are working, we're working with ACYC Reflectors. So it's still, community based. But obviously our experience in the NFT space, we're very, very involved in the collection and working adjacent to it. Obviously, it's going to be ACYC themed, just not officially through ACYC.
Okay, so any returns won't be relevant to ACYC. Like, I'm not gonna make more ACYC by buying the particular Patnet series, but the alpha one I may, right?
Yeah. So the alpha one will relate directly to the ACYC treasury for you holding it. The Patnet collection is, an NFT, just an NFT collection that allows you to, rep the Patnuts, rep the ACYC themed Pats, and the minting funds from that will go to the ACYC treasury as well. So it is a way to directly contribute to the ACYC protocol as well.
Got it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the question. If anyone else has any questions, feel free to raise your hand, request to be a speaker, and we will happily, answer anything you got. Otherwise, we will move into the Discord per usual, where we are always available to answer questions sooner or later if you ping us. We are, we're busy. So, yeah. I don't see anyone else raising any hands, so I think we can call it here. Nate, if you have any closing remarks, I think we summed it up pretty well today. Oh, we have one more speaker. Yeah, let's do it. A couple more, sure. We'll take some more questions, no problem. I'll invite you both up. Let's get. How do I pronounce your name? Vitam Vincere?
It's actually Latin. It means conquer life.
Awesome. I love it. Well, let's get your question.
Quick
buddy.
question. Thank you, one, for everything you guys are doing for the community and growing this business into what it is and what it will be. Number one. Number two, with the Alpha Pass, do you guys anticipate and plan for that to be purchased with Ethereum, or a certain threshold of ACYC tokens needs to be achieved first?
That's a great question. So we actually have very unique mechanics for how we are going to be releasing this. It's not going to be a conventional mint where every item is available. There will be a threshold of ACYC tokens that actually gets the Alpha Pass. and that won't relate to the treasury investment, but that will just, relate to getting, the tools available from it. Beyond that, then there will be whitelist opportunities for people to, have guaranteed slots to purchase it. And then it will move to a different structure that we'll outline later for, getting them more consistently.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Sweet. And let's take up Gold Mamba.
Hey guys, thanks for continuing to do these. Can you hear me okay on this mic?
Yeah, I hear you great. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks. I was looking at a couple coins with the downturn here, and I'm curious as to your thoughts on a couple because of what they say about their respective sort of parts in the market. So I was looking at CRV Curve token and how well it's been doing and how down it is, as well as I was looking at Uniswap at almost an all-time low there for recent history. So I'm wondering if you think like more well-established, larger cap coins like that in those sectors, what you expect in terms of their ability to bounce back in the macro conditions.
Nate, you should take this one. Sweet. Well, yeah, what I will say is right now we certainly crypto's certainly on, sideways movements, consolidation. I think it's going to be that way for a while. I think we're probably 8 or 9 weeks into a, several month consolidation, 3 to 6 month consolidation for crypto. It's normally what happens when Bitcoin breaks below the support levels that it did. I do think, protocols that continue to provide utility are a great buy right now. We've touched on, even Ohm, which is 13x from its all-time high, positions like that, be it or Curve or Uniswap. I think opening positions in those DCAing through this, if they're going to continue to provide utility and develop their protocols, I think those are very easy buys. That's sort of how I made my money in the first bear market from 2017. I put all my money in, watched it lose probably 95% of its value. And, instead of turning away, you just look to find the value in those protocols and then double and triple and quadruple down on those positions. So I think this is a great time to be accumulating a lot of those types of tokens.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, absolutely. If anyone else has any other questions, feel free to raise your hand.
Sorry,
Nate, yeah.
If you can bear through the baby crying, I just want to say, stay away from the Uniswap token. All-time lows will be crushed, and it'll go to all-time lows. Particularly because there's no use case for the Uniswap token. All of the governance tokens are turning out to be what they are, absolutely worthless. Why buy a project's token just to make decisions on the project if, it doesn't make sense. Don't catch that falling knife. Instead, if you were once bullish, sorry about the baby, if you were once bullish on the Uniswap token, then wait for the reverse. Maybe Uniswap one day says, hey, we have a different use case for our tokens, you'll accrue fees. Then at that point, check your entire net worth into it. But until then, do not catch that knife. Lower lows will be established continuously. And if there is any rebound, they should be sharply met with sell-offs. That's just my take on Uniswap. Everything else, I think you answered exactly how I would. So yeah, cheers.
Yeah, and again, it just goes to like finding the value in what you're investing in. You should be investing in fundamental value, and you can also try and catch bounces on things that you think are fundamentally flawed. That's a great strategy. But if you research a protocol and you say, I find value in this and it's down from its all-time high, then yeah, buy that shit. If it's like Uniswap and it's down a bunch and you're like, well, maybe there's not much use to this, then avoid it. There's plenty of coins out there that I think are a great buy right now. It's a very good market to be purchasing stuff. So I hope that answers your question. If anyone else has any questions, again, raise your hand. We'll bring you up as a speaker. Sweet. Well, it seems like that's it. I think this is a good place to wrap up the spaces. Again, we're very happy to bring that performance report. Every future report will provide more and more information as we have metrics to base that off of. The NFT fund is going amazing. If you catch in our Discord, you can look at the sales channel. You know, we're putting up Ethereum, several Ethereum every day, even buying the dips, flipping them, catching them at the right time. It's just all our experience in the space enabling that. So we're happy to bring that back to you guys in the form of reflections too. Nothing like our farming, nothing like our NFT strategies. And we're happy to, be building this from the ground up with you guys. So thank you all for tuning in to this week's Spaces. We will see you next week. Again, there will be a new website by then, which will look phenomenal, feel phenomenal, read phenomenal, bring wonderful information and clarity to ACYC as a whole. So thank you guys again. And I think we can call it there.
Till the next one.
Happy reflecting, everybody.